Coming home. New York City, baby. I'll be honest, I'm pretty excited. Mama, Pops, and Cece, yeah, they're gonna be there. Playing in front of them in the NBA uniform for the first time is gonna be a special moment for me. Now, I know all of Harlem's gonna be watching. You know, it's all good though. I've been waiting for this my entire life. And I'll be ready.
It's interconference time for these Grizzlies as they come in as the visiting team. And get ready for another dose of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. For the Knicks, Kevin Seraphin, he's checked in for Lopez. Thomas comes in for Porzingis. Derek Williams checked in for Anthony. And it's Tony Wroten in for Jose Calderon. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Brandon Wright's checked in for Gasol. JaMychal Green comes in for Zach Randolph. Lance Stephenson's checked in for Vince Carter. And Freak subbed in for Allen. So on the floor for Memphis, Flores in at 2-guard. Green is out there with Brandon Wright. Then it's Conley, and it's Stevenson in at the small forward. On defense, New York. 6-point game. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Grizzlies. That one was played in Memphis.
Yeah, and their last time out against this club, turnovers really did them in. Just way too many mistakes.
Yeah, sloppy play, sabotaging. I mean, they'll have to be much more focused this time around.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Here's Williams. Gets the 14-footer to fall. Williams has got his first bucket in this one.
You know, Dave Joerger, the coach for the Grizzlies, has really become a big-name coach quite quickly. You know, he's worked his way up the Memphis coaching ladder and has had a ton of success early on in his career.
And now let's take a look at the most efficient scoring teams in the NBA. Fifth best, the Grizzlies.
They've been outstanding all season long at knocking down their shots. They move themselves. They're looking for the best shot, not just the first available shot. And as a result, they've been excellent in knocking them down.
And the success we've been mentioning with Coach Dave Joerger. He was the second fastest. Look at that shot! How did that go in?
How about that?
Oh! And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
The first one falls. Oh, guys, what a nice surprise Tony Wroten was last season, especially effective. So New York going with almost an entire new group here. Robin Lopez is checked in for Kevin Seraphin. Porzingis comes in for Derek Williams. Carmelo Anthony is checked in for Thomas. And it's Calderon in for Aaron Aflalo. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Marc Gasol's checked in for Wright. Randolph comes in for Green. Carter, he's checked in for Allen. And Freak subbed in for Mike Conley. So on the floor for Memphis. Randolph is the 4 with Gasol in the middle. Stevenson, and it's Carter in at the small forward. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Pelicans had a huge game. He picked up 10 points, and he was able to dish out a few helpers to teammates as well. He really was the second unit for his team in a great performance, guys.
All right, thank you as always, Doris. And another special game from a player that we know is incredibly capable for this team.
Yeah, and he proved his value again in that last game. I mean, he's a cog in their machine, no doubt.
Yeah, and they're going to need a few other players to lend a bigger hand today. I mean, they can't expect him to carry these.
Here's Wroten. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Pistons in Detroit.
And not to mention the 4 big steals on the night, getting after it on both ends.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Knicks lead by 1.
No, Carmelo, after this first half of play.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams checked in for Mike Conley. Calderon is out there with Aflalo. Then there's Robin Lopez. Then it's Anthony. And it's Porzingis in at the 4 slot. That's the 5 for New York right now. And Aflalo wide open. He shoots. And that comes off the assist by Calderon. Calderon's got 5 assists in the game. Memphis trailing here. Clark, looking around the league, there's no team that teams want to play less than the Memphis Grizzlies. They just wear you down.
Well, they play a physical brand. And the basketball, they play hard. Everybody's on the same page. And even if you beat the Grizzlies, they take a lot out of you in terms of how they try to wear you down.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. And again, Memphis no good. Knicks have gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively.
And the Grizzlies played so well against all the other playoff teams. Part of it is that they just have a style that matches up well with anyone.
That's good.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
Intercepted. And an intentional foul right there. The Knicks making a switch here. Wroten's checked in. The Grizzlies. 20 seconds left in the third. And the foul called on Freak. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game.
Yeah, he'll make the walk of shame back to the bench.
So a close game sees New York take this one. That was a fun.
Jose, congratulations.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we get a chance to present our Jordan Carmelo Anthony. Talk about lighting it up in the second quarter. My word, that was just huge. And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Have a good evening.